Mia Thermopolis is a timid 15-year-old girl who resides with her artist mother in a revamped firehouse in San Francisco. She's socially aware but struggles to connect with her peers, making it difficult for her to form friendships. As a result, Mia isn't very well liked at school and often finds herself on the receiving end of bullying, especially from cheerleader Lana Thomas. Her closest friend is Lily Moskowitz, who shares similar traits and quirks. Mia secretly admires Josh Bryant, one of the most popular boys in school, who also happens to be dating Lana. She fantasizes about being in Lana's place whenever she sees them together. One day, Mia faces off against Josh in a debate competition. While Josh confidently impresses everyone with his opinions, Mia's nervousness takes over. She stumbles through her speech, causing the entire class to laugh at her. Embarrassed, Mia runs out of the room as her classmates mock her. Later, at home, Mia's mother tells her that her paternal grandmother has arrived from Genovia and wishes to meet her. This news surprises Mia, as her grandmother had never shown any interest in meeting them before. The next day, Mia heads to the given address, only to find herself standing before an enormous mansion. She is greeted by a butler who leads her inside to meet her grandmother, Clarice Rinaldi. To Mia's astonishment, she learns that her grandmother is actually the Queen of Genovia, a small European kingdom. The reason for this sudden meeting is to inform Mia that her father was the Crown Prince of Genovia, and following his recent passing, Mia is now the heir to the throne. Initially, Mia thinks it's all a joke, but as the reality sinks in, she is utterly shocked to realize she is a princess, now responsible for an entire nation. The Queen explains that Mia will need to move to Genovia and transform into a completely different person, fitting the role of a princess. Overwhelmed by this revelation, Mia refuses to accept the title and flees. When she gets home, she angrily confronts her mother for keeping such a huge secret. It turns out that after her parents separated, they had agreed Mia would live with her mother so she could have a normal upbringing. They had intended to tell her about her royal lineage when she turned 18, but with her father's passing, Mia must now step up to her duties. The following day, Mia, her mother, and the Queen have a serious discussion about the situation. The Queen wants to formally introduce Mia as the princess to the world, but insists on training her first so she can learn how to conduct herself with the grace and poise expected of royalty. Mia is initially against the whole idea of becoming a princess, but her mother convinces her to at least attend the royal training classes and then decide whether she wants to embrace her royal identity. Until the grand ball where she will be introduced as a princess, Mia is instructed to keep everything under wraps. The Queen assigns her a personal security guard, Joe, who is responsible for Mia's safety until she's officially presented to the world as a princess. Along with this, Mia is given a luxurious limousine for her daily commute to school. When she picks up her best friend Lily in the limo, Lily is in awe of the fancy car and can't stop talking about it. Later, Mia heads to a car repair shop to check on her old vehicle and learns that it will cost $400 to fix. Michael, Lily's brother who works at the shop, has had a crush on Mia for quite some time, but Mia barely notices him. Afterward, Mia arrives at the mansion for her very first princess lesson. The Queen examines her appearance and makes a list of changes she thinks are necessary, from hair to clothing. She also instructs Mia on proper posture and the level of grooming expected from a princess. Day by day, Mia is taught everything from royal etiquette and elegant dancing to sophisticated dining manners. These lessons take place every afternoon after school, leaving Mia with little time for her friend Lily. Feeling neglected, Lily becomes lonely since Mia is her only close friend. One day, the Queen hires a renowned Italian stylist named Paolo for Mia's makeover. Although he showers her with compliments about her natural beauty, his facial expressions suggest he isn't impressed. Paolo and his team get to work, reshaping Mia's eyebrows, straightening her curly hair, and giving her facials and manicures to refine her look. They even break her glasses, replacing them with contact lenses for a more polished appearance. By the end of the session, Mia looks like a completely different person. The Queen is pleased with the transformation but insists that Paolo and his team keep the makeover under strict secrecy. The next morning, Mia and Joe pick up Lily for school. When Michael catches a glimpse of Mia's new look, he's captivated by her beauty. However, Lily doesn't share his enthusiasm. Instead, she's disappointed, fearing that Mia is starting to become one of the superficial, mean girls at school. To conceal Mia's new hairstyle, Lily makes her wear an absurd-looking hat, leading to a heated argument. Lily feels abandoned, fearing that Mia might soon ditch her for a new, glamorous life. Unable to bear the tension, Mia decides to come clean and reveals her royal secret to Lily. Shocked but understanding, Lily agrees to keep it under wraps when Mia explains it's for her own safety. The next day at school, Lana mocks Mia and insists she take off the ridiculous hat. When Mia finally does, everyone is stunned by her gorgeous new look. Later, Michael approaches Mia and invites her to a music convention where he will be performing. His passion for music shines through, and he's hopeful that Mia will be there to support him. Mia promises to attend, but doesn't seem very enthusiastic about it. When she arrives at school the following morning, Mia is ambushed by a swarm of reporters, all bombarding her with questions about being a princess. Somehow, the secret is out, and Mia panics. She initially suspects that Lily must have spilled the beans, but Lily firmly denies it, insisting she kept her promise. As the situation escalates, the Queen shows up at the school to take control. It is soon revealed that Paolo, the stylist who did Mia's makeover, had leaked the story to the press, seeking his moment of fame. The following evening, the Queen hosts a formal dinner party to introduce Mia to various distinguished royals from across the globe. The event starts off smoothly, but things take a chaotic turn when Mia accidentally sets a guest's sleeve on fire. In her panic, she dunks his arm into an ice bucket. As she tries to fix the mess, a server trips, causing a cascade of falling dishes and fruits that land on the guests. The Queen is visibly distressed, holding her head in exasperation, but the guests laugh it off, taking the mishap in stride. Contrary to Mia's expectations, the Queen isn't upset during their next training session. Instead, she surprises Mia by canceling all her appointments to spend quality time with her. They head to an arcade together, sharing laughter and making fun memories, showing Mia a side of her grandmother she hadn't seen before. The Queen goes all out to make the day special for Mia. They play all of Mia's favorite arcade games, take fun photos together in a booth, and even stop by a street vendor to try corn dogs, which the Queen surprisingly enjoys. On their way back, Mia takes the wheel, but as they approach a steep hill, the brakes suddenly fail. In a panic, Mia loses control, and the car crashes into one of San Francisco's iconic cable cars, packed with passengers. Just as the police are about to arrest Mia, the Queen steps in, using her charm and eloquent public speaking skills to defuse the situation. She manages to talk the officers out of pressing charges, even convincing one of them to call for a police escort to drive them safely back home. Mia is left in awe of her grandmother's quick thinking and declares her the best queen she's ever known. The next morning at school, Mia is met with an entirely different experience. Students who once ignored her are now swarming around, eager to get her autograph. Once invisible, Mia has suddenly become the most talked-about person at school. Even Lana, who used to bully her, is now pretending to be her friend whenever reporters are around, hoping to gain some clout. Mia's longtime crush, Josh, seizes the moment and asks her out to a beach party on Saturday. Flattered, Mia agrees, thrilled by the sudden attention. However, when she later runs into Michael, she apologizes for missing his music convention. It's clear he's hurt, as he realizes she's choosing to spend time with Josh instead of supporting him. That night, Mia's mother tries to gently warn her, pointing out that Josh never paid her any attention until he found out she was a princess. Mia brushes off the comment, choosing to ignore the possibility that Josh's interest might be more about her new status than her as a person. The beach party starts off great for Mia, enjoying the attention of Josh and the carefree atmosphere. However, things quickly take a turn when reporters crash the event, desperately searching for Mia. She and Josh seek refuge in a nearby shack, and while the moment is intimate, Josh attempts to kiss her, but Mia instinctively pulls back, feeling something isn't quite right. When they return to the party, Josh forcefully kisses Mia in front of the cameras to give the media something to gossip about. Later, Lana and her clique trick Mia into changing in a tent, where they invite the paparazzi to snap photos of her while she's only covered by a towel. The photos, sure to be scandalous, spread like wildfire the next day, leaving Mia feeling humiliated. She returns home, devastated, and cries in her mother's arms. The next morning, the tabloids are flooded with unflattering photos and outrageous headlines, which only serve to upset the Queen. Feeling ashamed, Mia confesses that she isn't ready to be a princess and apologizes for her actions. Despite this, the Queen still invites Mia to the royal ball, but with one condition: she is to leave Josh behind. After Mia leaves, Joe, her security guard, gently reminds the Queen that Mia is still a teenager and, above all, her granddaughter. The Queen listens and comes to understand that Mia is not just a princess, but a young girl trying to figure things out. She ultimately agrees that Mia is ready for the responsibility of the throne, especially after seeing how she handled the criticism and grew from it. At school, Mia apologizes to Lily for not being herself lately and for missing the talk show Lily had invited her to. The two friends make amends and decide to go to the ball together, putting the past behind them. Later in gym class, Josh starts mocking Mia again, and this time, she's had enough. In a moment of defiance, she hits him with a ball, winning a baseball match to teach him a lesson in humility. That evening, Michael comes by to deliver Mia's repaired car. Mia apologizes for missing his show and invites him to the ball as her date, but Michael, still hurt, sarcastically tells her that Josh would look better in a tuxedo. His words sting, but Mia is determined to make things right. At lunch the next day, Mia and Lily are sitting together when Lana and her group start mocking them once again. This time, Mia decides she's had enough of their bullying. In a bold move, she smears ice cream on Lana's dress, humiliating her in front of everyone and putting the mean girls in their place. Later that day, the Queen approaches Mia with an apology for being too harsh, acknowledging that the responsibility of being a princess is overwhelming. She asks Mia to give a speech at the ball, publicly renouncing her royal title. In addition, she hands Mia a diary that her father had intended to give her for her 16th birthday, a gesture that tugs at Mia's heartstrings. Feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how to proceed, Mia decides to run away to Colorado, afraid that she will disappoint everyone, especially the Queen, with her speech. She feels the weight of the royal responsibility is too much to bear and that running away is the only way to escape the pressure. But just before she leaves, she reads a letter from her father, which he had left for her. In the letter, he talks about the importance of courage for a royal and expresses his deep love for both Mia and her mother. Touched by his words, Mia has a change of heart. She decides that she cannot back down and resolves to go to the ball as she promised. Despite the stormy weather, Mia sets off for the ball, but her car breaks down along the way, adding to her frustrations. Meanwhile, Michael receives a pizza with the word "sorry" written on it, realizing that Mia is trying to make things right. Moved by her effort, he decides to go to the ball, too. As Mia grows more desperate, thinking she might not make it in time, Joe arrives in a limo to pick her up, ensuring she doesn't miss her moment. At the ball, the Queen begins her speech, but when she notices Mia's drenched appearance, she steps off the stage and makes way for Mia to speak. At first, Mia stumbles over her words, but she remembers her father's letter and finds her courage. With newfound confidence, she delivers a heartfelt speech, announcing herself as the Princess of Genovia. The guests applaud, moved by her sincerity. Moments later, Mia is crowned as the Princess of Genovia. After a quick change into a stunning gown, she shares a dance with Michael, the two of them finally letting their feelings show. They slip away to the garden, where Michael confesses his love, and the two share a long-awaited kiss. In the final scenes, Mia is seen flying to Genovia to officially take on her royal duties. Her mother accompanies her, and Michael and Lily will visit during the summer. The movie ends with a sweeping shot of the Grand Palace of Genovia, symbolizing Mia's new life as a princess. That wraps up the recap. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and leave a comment if you'd like us to recap your favorite movie. Until next time, take care.